Şimdi büyük ihtimal hikayenin tamamına giriyoruz. Öğrendik. Öğrettiler. İlla ki öğretecekler de daha büyü çıktığında falan o başta komut çıkıyordu ya.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony.
Seçme töreni.
I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you.
Benden
Ready for
sır
the sorting
çıkmaz.
ceremony?
Şapkayı gördün.
Phineas Nigellus Black. Prepare yourself to meet
Kim lan bu
the
müdür?
headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us.
Kimsin oğlum sen?
The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Bekliyorum profesör. Tamam.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Tamam.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ne oluyoruz? Slytherin mi? Ne oluyoruz? Hangi masaya oturacağız?
Yes.
Neyse,
A
dilimli
bit
soğuktur.
older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions.
Evet.
Certain expectations.
Seçimlere göre mi ilerliyor acaba? Umarım öyledir. Keşfetmek için sabırsızlı dersi siktir et.
I'm looking
Keşfetmek.
forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder.
Ne?
I detect
Yayıncıyım, o
something
olabilir mi?
new. A certain sense of... what is it?
Cesur muyum, hırslı mıyım? Cesur muyum, hırslı mıyım? İkisi arasında kaldım. Cesurum.
A sense of adventure? I like to think that I'm not afraid of anything.
Ya bu çocuğun gözleri niye
but
şişe beş
you're
bakıyor?
brave at heart, exceptionally daring, undaunted by the unknown, willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in
Hayır
Gryffindor.
Slytherin'i seçeceğim ben. Seçimlere göre şey yapıyor. Tamam, anladık onu. Seçimlere göre ilerliyor. Bak orada Cesur'u seçtim, Gryffindor'a verdi. Hırslı seçseydim büyük ihtimal Slytherin'e verecekti. Bak, kurnazlık, hırs ve güç açlığı ile bilinir. Slytherin olacağım
I
ben ya.
detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power.
Kabul et.
You belong in Slytherin!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Quidditch. Nasıl ya? Top oynamayacağız mı?
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have
Geleceğim oraya
plenty to
Ömer.
do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Biz-
Professor
Weasley?
Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our
Weasley.
new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Ron Weasley'in kız kardeşi
As I
olabilir
was
mi bu
saying,
acaba?
I'm
Yaşlı
Professor
hali tabii.
Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Bu abla iyi ya.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up
Her
for.
daim.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Özlem.
Very well.
Mikrofondan mı söyleyeceğim? Öyle bir şey yoktur.
Aspiration.
He. Kendi söylüyor. Oo.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Allah razı olsun. Ömer. Salonu gördüm. Tavlayacak çok kadın var. Burada bol bol manita yapacağız. Öyle bir taneyle yetinmeyeceğiz.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Normalde bak şunu belirteyim. Yılandan tiksinirim. Ama tek yılanı sevdiğim yer Harry Potter.
Revelio.
Niye bilmiyorum. Bilimden kaynaklı mı? Etkileyici geliyor ya. Şuradan mı? Aynen.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Tanıtımlar yapmamız gerek. Emilia kendinizi tanıtın.
That is not helpful.
Ominis mi? Sebastian. Tamam. Gel bakayım buraya.
Can I help you?
Olabilirsin. Sorularım var.
You're the new fifth year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Heyecan verici.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Tamamdır Sebastiancım. Ne okuyordu ya?
What book
Merak
were you
ettim.
reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly
Bana
what I
versene
was
o büyük
looking for.
kitabını.
I'm
Bende
sure
hiç
you'll
büyü
find
yok.
out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Resmen var ya, istediğimi duydu da ona göre cevap verdi ya. Ne demek
Are you
istiyorsun?
saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Tamam. Sebastian'la işimiz olacak. Başka bir zamanın şey mi dedi, konuşması mı dedi, öyle bir şey dedi. Hemen kendimizi Omin ismi.
Might want
Kim
to
bu?
think that
Imelda.
again.
Yavrum ne haber? Yok bu yavrum değil.
Not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you.
Satranç oyunu.
They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Biz
We
hallettik yavrum.
handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Çok uçuyor
Do
musunuz?
you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
O bizim buralarda araba kullanmayla çözülüyor ya. Elveda.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Ya bunlar şimdi bize zorbalık yapmıyor çünkü biz de bunların artık ekibindeyiz da. Ama Gryffindor'da olsaydık büyük ihtimal zorba olurlardı herhalde. Ominous Count. Gözleri ne güzel lan onun.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Gözüme bak adam. Seninle göz göze konuşmak istiyorum. Niye yere bakıyorsun?
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first
Lan
days,
oğlum
though I doubt you'll need it.
sen benim yüzüme niye bakmıyorsun ya? Al sana zorba Ömer, gördün mü? Zorbalık yapıyorlar bana şu an. Ben
Thank
bunu
you,
sevmedim.
Ominous.
Tanıştığıma
Very
memnun
nice
oldum.
to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here?
Buradayım.
Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Tamam. Tamam gidiyorum.
Revelio.
Profesör.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Aldım vallahi aldım büyük kitabını. Büyük kitabını aldım. Ver yansın evvelde kadabra.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Oğlum bizdeki...
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Oğlum bize büyük kitabı
This way.
vermediler ki. Tahminimce harita verdiler.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you
Açılmıyor
to
lan.
be alert to your surroundings.
Ya yine alamadık büyük kitabını ya. Profesör biraz hızlı yürüyebilir miyiz? Niye böyle ağır çekimde yürüyoruz?
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Tamam.
Do keep up.
Revelio.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Az önce bir sağ rehbere mücadelesinin kilidini açtınız. He. Tamam. Sağ rehberiniz mevcut mücadele ilerlemesini takip eder. Tamam. Şah Gaga var sanırım. Burada kıyafetleri görüyoruz. Bir dakika profesör bir dur ya. Görevler, baykuş postası, harita, ekipmanlar. Şöyle siyah eldivenimi takayım da. Gözlüğümü de takayım. Hop. Hadi bakayım. Tam bir entelektüel bir erkek oldum efendim ben. Bundan sonra bana... Oha bu olmaz. Az önce donumla kaldım. Bundan sonra büyüleri bu şekil yapacağım. Evada kedavra.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
Tamam Revelio'yla bizim Revelio'yla işimiz hiç bitmeyecek, onu anladım. Hop hop. Ha. Kapı açıldı.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Bir uçuş tozu. Hızlı seyahat. Şey değil mi la bu? Ne diyorlardı? Drago yolu mu diyorlardı? Böyle bir atıyordu, püf ediyordu, ışınlanıyordu. Amcaoğlu bir dakika. Geçici olarak
And here we
tamam
are.
bunları öğrendik
Quite
zaten.
the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Orada bir şey uçuyor.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly.
Revelio.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to
Seve seve.
Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Bana büyü sınıfı dersi hakkında daha fazla bilgi verebilir misiniz? Zaten onları öğreneceğiz bugün. Hogsmeade
You
nedir?
mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Bire yanlış bir şey profesör. Nasıl bir örnek oluyorsun lan sen çocuklara?
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Gizemli adam oynayalım.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that
Amca
it
o
chose
aynısını ben
us.
diyecek.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Profesör beni iyi etiyor. Profesöre emanet eder misin beni?
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Tamam 2 tane derse gireceksin dedi. Sonra beni bulacaksın dedi.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Hoşlanmadım
I
ama
did
gizli
try to
adam
evade her
olmak zorundayım.
questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Bakayım hemen. Tamam. Ana görevleri temsil ediyor. Ha. Bazı görevler kilitli oluyor. Kilidi açabilmek için karşılığında seviye veya gerekli büyü falan istiyor. Okey. Tabii ki de karanlık sanatlar. Ben gidiyorum profesör.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Tamam. Ben o zaman amca gidiyorum ben. Görüşürüz. Açsanız oğlum kapıyı. Sanki ara ara böyle kasıyor gibi ama kasmıyor gibi de o.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Stupid.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Hangisini öğreneceğiz?
Good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember.
Leviosa.
Levioso. A
Leviosoymuş.
levitation charm.
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Yeni büyümüz hayırlı olsun.
Levioso.
Leviosa'yı gerçekten tüy uçurmak için mi öğrendim ben?
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Ha, tamam.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Tamam.
Remember. Levioso. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Levioso. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Bana bak. Sen yürek mi yuttun ha?
Lucky. Nothing lucky about it. Good form.
Sebastian.
This can't be your Protego duel. Let's just say
I'm doing this job.
Levioso.
If only all of my students do this again.
Sebastian'a bak ya. Sebastian'ı severim ama
Not
onu bir şey
bad for a
öğrenmek
beginner.
olduğunda
You give as good as you get.
dişe diş mi? Salak, bir tane bile vuramadın bana.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some
Bay
ideas for
Salvon
you.
kim?
Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day.
Nice work.
Ana görevlerin dışında ek görevler de var.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Kardeşim biz eski
I've
asacılardanız
dueled
ha.
enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sen de var ya ne
Exclusive
düello atarım biliyor musun?
and
Sabaha
unsanctioned.
kadar dinlene
Count me
dinlene büyü
in.
yaparım sana.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Görüşürüz. Işınlanabiliyor mu direkt? No, ışınamıyorum. Yürüyeceğim oraya. Ha level atladım. 2 level oldum.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Geldim. Eğitimimi almaya geldim.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Ya Profesör
Shall we
durun.
begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Hocam ama ben daha yeni geldim biliyorsunuz mu? 5.
My, the
sınıfım.
summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Oğlum daha dün geldim okula. Ne
Do
pratiği?
you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okula daha yeni gelmişim. Bana yaptığı muameleye bak. Basmayı unuttum bak ya. Akio. Öyle mi okunuyor?
Akio.
Evet, doğru okumuşum.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Hocam bizde
Very good,
kadınlara el
everyone.
kalkmaz ha.
That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Kadınla dövüştürecek beni ya. Kadına el kalkmaz oğlum bizde.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest students start us off?
Başlatayım. Ne oldu Egemen?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall. Yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Tamam. Puanlama sistemi.
Akio.
Dur düşme. Ağzına tüküreyim seni.
Let's do the best of us. Excellent.
Bu sefer de çok çabuk dur. Deminki gibi gelsene. 30 mu? 30.
Very good. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Tek çekimlik veriyor. Çekemedim ya.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
İyi. Ablayla dövüştürmedi bizi.
Here we go.
Bak bana bak. Keşke dövüşseydik. Vallahi keşke dövüşseydik ya. Ben yenildim, garanti yenildim ya. Allah! 50. Akıllı ol ha.
Splendid!
What's this?
Senin karşında Furkan Mumcu var. Oğlum bir tane daha 50 yapma bak.
Yes!
Hangisini çeksem onu şuradan bunu çeksem.
Well done.
İyi
Let
işte
us
top.
see this.
Bak benim topumu aşağı düşürme lan aşağı.
There we go.
Tamam şu anda 20 puan alsam bile yeterli.
Akio.
Ben yaptım mı böyle yaparım.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Hepsini 50'ye aldım. Akıllı olacaklar.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Mesela Ebenin ağzı ama sen de profesör.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go! That is how it's done.
30 puanı kaptı. Geç bir tur. Kutular hadi. Şimdi çekmeye başla. Düşecek. Düştü.
Don't lose your composure.
Benim 50 puan almam lazım. 50 puanı oradan alsam, 50 puanı oradan alsam 100 puan eder. Çok sakat duruyor bu. Şimdi çekme. Çekme, çekme.
Not that I mind. Oh dear.
Ama bak ben niye hep orada kaçırdım? Bir dakika. Bak. Güzel gacılar izliyor beni, rezil oldum ya. Neyse. 2 maç aldım zaten. Bir tanesini hanımefendiye aramızda bir iletişim olabilir diye ileriki sahnelerde veriyorum.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Ne anlatıyorsun lan sen? Yumuşak davranacakmış falan filan. Geç bir tur kutu şimdi. Hop! Sana el verdim kızım, el verdim. Sen sanıyorsun ki ben aldım.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Harbi Dead Space'te bu kadar gerginleşmedim ya.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Neyse büyümüzü öğrendik.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Ne diyor oğlum bu karı? Üstüme gelmek istememiş falan. Ben bunu sevmedim.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Tanıştığımıza memnun
it's been
oldum.
nice
Uganda'yı merak
talking
etmiyorum.
and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Onu bulacağım Ömer. Merak etme. O kız benim aklımda.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.